Greetings there, fellow zombie survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 22 of Project Zomboid, Guy on Fire, which originally streamed live on Twitch. So the next thing I want to do is a counter. So pipes, small sheets, hinges. And it looks like all my pipes are over in this stack. I'm just doing a little organizing because I don't want to lose stuff like under the terrain. And that is oddly full. Some of this garbage can be thrown away, like the notebook. I don't need it. So notebook, pieces of paper, that could be tossed. So let's see, hinges. Let's see, 4 pipes, 6 sheets. Just as many as it can carry. And here we go. I'm excited. So we'll put a counter corner there. And a counter here. And then, that's all I'm going to do for now. Until I have higher metalworking skill, because I don't want to waste my metal stuff. Because it's, you know, kind of expensive. Propane torch is a little low on fuel, but I have a spare tank here with me. And then the big thing is I'm going to need the pipe wrench that I left back home to plumb it. But I am probably not going anywhere for tonight. The other thing I could do to make this building a little bit more secure is sheet up the windows. So I have, what, 3 windows? It takes zombies a little bit more to get through a door than it does a window. Oh, only 2 windows, okay. Not bad. Oh, and you guys want me to continue building storage? Will do. The scrap wood could be burned, but I'm not worried about, it's summer. I'm not worried about that kind of thing just yet. So I think I am going to use some chips here and go to sleep here, but I'm going to move the mattress inside. I'm kind of glad that mattresses can't get wet, though. And I should also... Oh, ouch. Oh, Jesus. That was a lot more damage than I thought it would be. And I'm not even all that encumbered. Nothing like tripping to death. I have a waterbed. I guess you're right. Technically, it's a waterbed. Okay. Now, is there anything else that can pass the time? It's a little early for me to be sleeping. The expert metalwork is too hard for me to read. I think because the popsicle fridge is the generator rather upstairs is unplugged. I can do I'll just set up the popsicle fridge. And I'll put it in front of the window. Long term, I'm going to get the stairs removed, and then I'm going to build a bedroom upstairs for myself, yeah. Alright, everything else I have on me right now, I'm just going to transfer into the popsicle fridge, like it's just regular storage. And I'm also going to eat more chips. Because when you're very hungry, you heal slow. Alright, I think it's late enough in the day for me to sleep. Plans to board up and protect the windows. Well, they're already metal sheeted, so they're pretty well protected. Just a good old-fashioned panic attack. I do not like... I think it's because I was vulnerable when I slept. I slept in a place that zombies could have come to. And Guy knew it, and he was panicked. But yeah, that front gate isn't damaged, so that means there's no zombies in here. So you can relax, dude. You're safe, at least for now. So the sink is going to be here. But I do need a pipe wrench to be able to plumb it. And I have a pipe wrench back home, but I just need to bring that here to do the plumbing itself. I'll put the propane tank there to be able to refill, and I'll refill now. And then everything else that I have on me is just going to go into the freezer, because I don't have any proper storage yet. I don't want to add it until my level goes up a little bit higher. And let's continue sleeping. Hopefully I don't get swarmed in my sleep. I did just hear gunfire, though. Nope, we're good. We survived it. The one thing I absolutely need is a sheet on the window, because if a chopper came by, I have no way of hiding myself, because the window is revealed, and choppers will see you and then circle you. So I'm going to catch the 10 a.m. news report, see if there's a chopper around, and then continue to add storage. Ooh, my metalworking did level up. I guess I could have been reading this the whole time. Foolish me. If there's a chopper, what will I do? Probably hop in the car and drive away. Just because there's a chopper doesn't mean it comes immediately. It just comes at some point throughout the day. So I would drive to get a sheet. Or I could sheet metal it up and then remove the sheet metal after the chopper goes away. Have I been to the other house recently? Yes, I have been by it recently. And I'm about to go now, actually. Because I want to get that pipe wrench. Is metal the best material in the game? For security it is, yeah. Well, Yes, but there's a caveat. It depends on your skill. Because as you become better at construction of some... Like, if you're a really good carpenter, wood might be better than if you're a really crummy metalworker. But generally speaking, yeah, metal's the best. Alright, last time I was here, they jumped at me. Nope, I'm good. Until I have an improved gate system out here, every time I open that gate, I'm gonna remember that zombie that just, like, tried to jump murder me. It's funny that if you build a tower into the sky, the chopper won't notice, but if you leave one window undraped, all of a sudden it shows up. Yep. That's game mechanics. Rakashi, thank you for the follow. And Seth, too. Welcome, guys. Seth's yours is long overdue. I also would like to just clean up some of the zombies in the immediate area. So that I don't have to worry too much about my perimeter security. But I'm not going to go overboard. The ones that aren't immediately in my path, you know, whatever. So the current priority now is to plumb the kitchen and continue to build storage. What I want to do is I want to have enough storage to be able to move everything in the old base into the new base. Maybe not organizing it just yet, but at least storing it so that I can be formally out of the old base and to never go back, because it sucks. Cheers, Mara, and thanks for lurking. Oh, look! More zombies! How novel. Hey! A ton of the, Here's a sheet that I can use for that door. A ton of the zombies that, I had killed had despawned. That's kind of nice. So here's another popsicle fridge that, I don't think it's high priority for me to bring home. But definitely the pipe wrench and the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer is crucial if I want to protect myself while sleeping. And I'll just start bringing everything. So that's the end goal, is to move out of here. Are there any zombie hordes in the map? Not that I know of. There might be some that I don't know of, though. So I've got the pipe wrench with me. I've got the TV. I've got the sledgehammer. Hey, Yoda. Treats. Oh, I thought this tub was empty. I guess not. I got David the gnome. If he's cursed, he's still coming with me. Other than the... Let me go back up. Let me actually clear the entire first floor. Or second floor. Clean. And then I can work on the first. So I think what I'll do is I'll just dismantle the protection of the first floor. So I can move out of there quicker. Just removing one of the, like, window bars. Here, little Yoda for you. So unbarricade. Oh, I can't even, because I don't have enough space to shift my inventory around to bring out the propane. Well, so far the neighborhood has been cooperating. I'm not getting jumped here. Maybe I just jinxed myself, but so far so good. So other than the king-size bed upstairs, which might not be terrible to try to grab, I'm pretty moved out of the top floor. So there's only 2 planks on that window, so I'll unbarricade those 2 planks to be able to do this a little bit more easily. I'm also going to remove 2 of the escape ropes because I can use these back at my new home. Yeah, it's really good that I have a trailer. If I didn't have a trailer, I'd be securing a bigger car. I wouldn't be trying to move out of this without the ability to do it more quickly. So I think I'm not going to go for the frozen stuff yet. I want to set up a well, I actually have the icy up, but I'll just grab the dried goods this run. I'm not going to be too picky about it. Still a little sketchy jumping through a window blind, not knowing what's on the other side. And I'm going to start using the passenger seat for storage, too. I do not want to be encumbered when I get there. I'm also extraordinarily hungry, so grabbing a little bit of food would be good. It's too bad I can't, like, install some sort of flap that I could lock on that window to stop zombies from jumping in or whatever. Where's some food I can eat? I think I brought too much of the food already. Here's some canned carrots. Here, I'll open them. Open the chili. Some cold chili. Carrots and chili. My diet, everyone. And I'll grab the pots. I don't have the ability to heat them yet because I don't have a stove. Good enough. We're looking pretty good. I'm not fully unencumbered, but should be good enough. So, trip 1. I've got maybe close to 200 kilos worth of stuff moving over. Gonna do a little honking to try to draw them away from my my starter home. So So when I drive back, I don't have to fight anyone. And I'm not barricading before leaving now. I'll just have to be very careful as I approach. But generally, you'll hear the zombies growl and whatnot, so it'll be pretty obvious if they're, if it's dangerous. Now, what I'm not going to be doing is doing any organization. This is simply getting out of the old home. Organizing comes later once I'm out. I'm not even going to be closing that behind me. Something else that I might want to do is de-weeding, because these bushes are going to turn into trees that are going to turn into problems in the long run. So, Operation Litter Up My Floor has begun. In fact, I'm not even going to litter the floor. I'm littering just immediately down. I have a pretty good view of the gate, though, so I can see if anything comes in. And, I will install myself a guard. David will guard for me. So there's one zombie that's in. No problem. Are any of those cars in the lot drivable? I don't know. I haven't checked them all. The ones that I've checked were pretty trashed. It's possible some of them are okay. But I haven't gone through them. That hasn't been my priority, so when it ain't a priority, I ain't do it. Trying to find a new car was proposed, but just didn't garner enough votes. Now what I should do is grab that pipe wrench and hook myself up some plumbing. That's not going to take very long. And it yields a pretty nice benefit of having running water. So where is that wrench? And then eventually, I'll also set my bed up here, give myself like a little sleeping nook, and then sleep here safely after demolishing the stairwell. So there we are, running water. And I've got a lot of water connected to that already. And then I probably want to fill the cooking pots, too. Just so that I can cook once I have a stove here. I don't have the skills for that yet, but eventually. And through the magic of Project Zomboid, the water that I draw from the rain barrels are purified. I wonder if they're ever going to require you to, like, set up some sort of water filtration system. Requiring, like, I mean, there's no plumbing skill, but requiring some sort of mechanical skill or something. Well, that is not the case yet, and I am glad for that. Hey, Nightwing, thanks for the follow. And then the last is just the stuff that's in the passenger seat. And I'm transferring it to the ground. I'm trying to move out ASAP. So, next step is to get one of those icy freezers running so that I can start to move food that requires refrigeration, and there is an icy freezer in here, but it's not. It's full of, like, random stuff, so I'm going to move the random stuff out so I can just store perishables in it. Generally, in the game, I basically don't use... I basically don't use refrigerators. Things are either frozen or they're thawed, and more or less nothing in between. Because I don't find a lot of need for, refrigerated stuff, because it's inferior to being frozen. But I do need a little bit of food. Let me do another chili. Going through all my canned goods is fine, because I'll eventually have a farm. I'm not worried about burning through canned goods. It's easy enough to scavenge. I am getting a little tired, but I think I have the energy for another trip in me, so let's go do that. Oh, a bush there? Seriously? Fine. I don't have a... Well, actually, hand axe. Something, a long-term goal of mine might be to pave a bit of this, so I don't have bushes and twigs growing out of my sand lot. Because it's going to get annoying having bushes crop up. I don't need a huge parking lot that is car-proof, but just enough that it's not a constant nuisance to have to clear. And I think gravel even would do it, I believe. I do have the ability to transfer dirt. I already have some bags for that purpose. But then the question is, will I farm on ground floor, or will I farm on floor 2? That could be left up to you. Once I reach that point. Farming in the ground floor might be more convenient because I don't have to build a platform for it. But if zombies ever do breach the walls, the crops can get trampled and die. And then the disadvantage of farming on a elevated platform is, well, I have to build the dang platform, so it's a lot more labor intensive. How do you check the stream time left? I have 22 minutes left, or you can type !uptime. All the commands are in the title. Like the traits command that Nightwing just used. So I opened the blinds. I can leave them open. I opened the blinds first so I could see through. This trip, I'll go for food. Milk rotten is used in gardening. That's why I didn't bother keeping it frozen. And here, me, not Yoda. Sorry, all of you Yoda fans. Oh, I have so many eggs. That's awesome. I've been keeping the eggs frozen because the game doesn't care if you freeze them or not. So that I can feed myself omelets and the like. Scrambled eggs, stuff like that. But 14 cartons of eggs. I have more than a gross. Yeah, if you're ever wondering when I stream, Rhadamant.com or !schedule, if you don't even want to spell it out, has my website. My website has countdown timers. I'm not always Uh-oh. I got company. I'm not always, I don't always upkeep my Twitch schedule on Twitch, but Twitch has a built-in scheduler that sometimes I remember to update. Not always, if I'm honest. And that's another good way to be alerted as to when I'm streaming. The website's so good? Well, thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it very functional, because I know going out to some content creators' websites kind of a pain. I get it, I know. But I set it up so that it adjusts for time zones and it has countdown timers. So it has the entire YouTube schedule, and then it has the Twitch streaming schedule. It has, you know, like I said, countdown timers and the links to Twitch. And a lot of other sort of hidden functionality. Like if you click on any of the, at the top of the schedule, if you click on any of the series there are actually links to the playlist. So if you click on, let's say, The Architects, it will link you out to the YouTube's playlist of all of the Architect episodes. Things like that. Just to make it really, really easy so that you can find what you're looking for. I don't keep it up as updated as I probably should, but it's pretty decent. Oh, I had 2 pipe wrenches. I didn't realize. So I'm getting awfully tired. Meaning I'm not going to be able to defend myself, so this should be the last run out. And I believe there's no need for me to keep the generator on. Because I have all the food. The upcoming Kenshi series is a YouTube-only thing. Not, it won't be on Twitch. But upcoming is a loose term. I managed to find ways to busy myself so that I never really make progress on that one. And it's on the to-do list. But seeing that I have only just ended my last Kenshi series, it's not on the urgent fast-track list. So there's still one more trip left in the old base, at least one more, for mostly books and random construction materials and things of that nature. But every edible is being moved over now. Meaning that this is becoming somewhat of a home. I really hope I don't get messed with, though. I'm too tired. One of the real strengths of this giant lot is that I'm not that close to zombies, right? Like, when I'm deep within the lot, I'm not easily within line of sight. The other thing I could do, if I'm really paranoid, is I could build high walls around it to block the line of sight for every zombie. I don't think I'll be doing that because it's just a lot of work, and if I can't see them, if they can't see me, it also means I can't see them, so it cuts both ways. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going to focus on only the things that need freezing, so I can stick them into the icy that I have, and then I'll go back for everything that is non-perishable. But everything that needs to be frozen first, because that's a lot more urgent. I should probably sort by category. Potatoes. Oddly, ice cream doesn't need to be frozen. Maybe butter. I don't think... I've never seen butter go bad, but, like, I suppose it could. Okay, that's it. I have very little perishables. I feel like I'm missing eggs. Whatever. thought I had 14 things of eggs, and I only have 8 here. Did I, like, load them onto the floor? Or something? I don't know. My weight is still 88. Still waiting for it to drop. There's no non-perishables there. Oh, maybe they're in the trunk? Did I do that? No, definitely not in the trunk. Alright, well. I don't see any, so I guess it's fine. Oh, mayonnaise. I left the mayonnaise. So there's a lot more base building to be done, but eventually what I want is a small little bedroom up here, maybe with some books and other things that I would want on me for days that the chopper comes. I might also want to punch a hole in the roof here so I can sheet rope between upstairs and downstairs more easily. And just setting up this base so that it's comfortable is really the long and short of it. Where everything is nice and contained. Everything is convenient. So I can get to stuff quickly. You know, that kind of thing. I guess I'll refreeze the ice cream. Everything else for now is, sadly for you neat freaks, going to be just dumped into the corner here. What I plan on doing eventually is to have stacked boxes for different categories of things. Construction materials, non-perishables, metalworking, etc., etc., etc. But for now, I just want to move in. And I just want to take stuff off the ground here. Rotten milk hype. Sarcasm or no? Because honestly, rotten milk is pretty nice. Good stuff to have. Oh, I really should take the sheet too. Another thing you could do is actually move these generators over here. So that I'm within the 20 cell range of power, but the generators can't possibly be dragging zombies in because of the, because the zombies would have to be within the walls to hear it. What is my floor so full I can't put stuff down anymore? I don't know. Character started being weird. My last neighbors were rude. They were always dropping in for a bite to eat. They were awful. My last neighbors were horrendous. I can fully support that statement. Oh, I was nesting things into a bag. That's what was going on. I was trying to stick all the loot into a sack. Which doesn't make any sense. Nothing like watching TV in bed, right? Did I just put a fridge in the fridge? No, it's on the floor. Okay. Nothing like Mariashka nesting fridges to confuse game mechanics. I have a lot of faith in that wooden gate. I'm out here with like zero visibility given how tired I am. Moving things around. Just sort of assuming I'm not going to be killed. I say this out loud, acknowledging how absolutely ridiculously reckless it is, but doesn't mean I'm going to stop. So I've got about 30 kilograms of stuff in that freezer already. Pretty good indicator of the amount of supplies I've got built up. Something that could be cool to do in the future is to hook up floodlights to sort of start to collect floodlights for the base, and then hook up floodlights to point outwards at all the zombies. Yes, it would attract them, but at least I would know they weren't lurking in the woods, and it would give me really cool vision. It would make this look more like a military compound and less like a dude living in a parking lot, which would be a very fair assessment of what I am. Can the milk get more rotten? No. I'm just, I'm freezing it to put it somewhere, but it doesn't make any sense that I'm putting it in the freezer. Do we remember how fast bulbs burned out? So floodlights come with their own preset installed bulbs, so as long as I don't switch the bulbs that are in the floodlight, it won't be a problem. Same with lamps. Now, these saucepans with water probably should go over by the sink. Hi, buddy. He loves it. Well, my guy could not get any more tired. So I think it's a good time to sleep. Go do a little bit of organization tomorrow. You can put your leg down, guy. Come on, Yoda. I slept till 2 in the morning. Or 2 in the afternoon. Wow. Just in time to catch the top of the radio. Now, I'm obviously missing microwaves, toasters, well, I guess there's no toasters, but microwaves, refrigerator, stove. There's a lot of things missing out of this trailer. But it is pretty well stocked. It's a bit of a doomsday trailer. Has running water, too. There is a few things that I have not yet grabbed. Like, I didn't grab the antique stove, and there's obviously a lot of books and things like that. We have got some showers today. But I don't think I'm actually going to be going anywhere. Today is a day for a little bit of organization. With the little time that I have left. So what I want to do is I want to start a new crate. So I need welding rod, metal pipe, sheet metal of both sizes, and scrap metal. And I'm going to be starting a non-perishable food store for dried foods that won't spoil. What did I miss? Oh, one more pipe. Thank God for the organization. Yep. It got a little messy. So, grabbing non-perishables, which if I sort by category will be... Well, first off, I guess I'll get the can opener and kitchen knife and put that next to the sink. Because I need that stuff to cook and open cans. The very intense music has me freaked, like I'm gonna get attacked. Because I have no visibility here, right? Like, I can't see out at all. And then everything, food-wise here, is going to get shoved in that giant metal crate. And eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like maybe 4 crates here, metal crates, and they're all just going to be food. Because I'll just store the food in the kitchen, and then over upstairs, maybe I'll have weapons and building materials and things like that. But because of the way plumbing works, I want the food down here. It does mean that it could get hypothetically overrun by zombies, but it's just it's a risk I'm taking for convenience. Does Pancake the Hedgehog count as food? No. Obviously not. And it's evil for you to insinuate that it could. So flour and yeast, I guess I'm going to put in here too, because I don't really want flour and yeast over there. If I end up making bread or something like that, I'll know that the flour and yeast is stored separately. One of the reasons to put all of your food into containers like I am is so that you, at a very quick glance, can sort of sanity check the volume of dried goods that you have to know if you're running low on food or not. Putting it all in one place. So, 40 kilos and climbing. Some of this food, obviously, is food that I can't really count on, like candy packages would have my weight skyrocket if I used it exclusively. 69 kilos of food. Nice. Should be a little... And obviously I have stuff in the freezer, too. Does bourbon count as food? I guess. The jars would be something I would have in like a shelf next to the sink for when I'm canning. But I'm only really going to consider canning when I have freshly picked stuff out of a farm. That way it has the maximum shelf life. All the potatoes that I have on me right now and any other sort of perishables are going to rot relatively quickly. So canning nearly rotten food doesn't do much for shelf life. And I do believe that that is all of the food that I have in my base. So yeah, the hedgehog will look after my sink. So putting it away means a complete accounting of my food supply. And it might exceed... Yep, it has exceeded the weight. So let me build another metal container. So 2 pipes, 2 sheets, and scrap metal. I wish it would just grab it from the shelf here. I don't know why I have to pick it out myself. That seems like an unnecessary amount of micromanagement, but whatever. So having to build a second crate means I have at least 80 kilos of dried goods and about 30 kilos of perishables. No, nearly 100 kilos of dried goods. So I'm in a really good situation now. And then this crate here is also for dried goods as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the stream by building the 4th crate that I'll be using. Oh, pipes and sheeps. But there's a lot more organization to be done, clearly. And that will come in time with Future Guy. An unnecessary man of micro, says the person that plays Stationeers. True, Stationeers is a game of super micromanagement. There it is. Those are my non-perishable shelves. And everything else can get transferred to the floor. So what do you guys think? Do you like the concept of living in kind of a parking lot? And building our own base from scratch? I don't know if it's novel for you, but I, for one, am somewhat excited. I wish I had the capacity to cook something as a way to close the episode. You know, sort of, I could, I'll have a sip of bourbon. I'll have a little bit of bourbon and some canned chili to celebrate. How's that sound? Can I build in the center of the parking lot? I could, but I don't think I will. Just because it would be very, very inconvenient to have my kitchen here and then the rest of the base way in the center of the parking lot. And I have to do a lot of running. I don't like running. I'm lazy. So there we go. Christened the new home, the new domicile with some room temperature chili and some bourbon. And that, my friends, is where I'm leaving off. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, Guy on Fire, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you like this series, please vote for it when it comes up in the polls every Friday. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell and stay safe out there, zombie survivors.